Hi there, my name is Timothy, and today I would like to share with you a summary of the Global Skills Report that was compiled by Coursera. So, if you are to get this report on the Coursera website, for those who are taking up courses to upskill themselves on Coursera, you can easily get this report. Now, in this report, things are not as plain as you would think. You would have to really spend some time to interpret and comprehend the statistics that are put there. And unfortunately, the people compile this report did come up with graphs. So I decided to come up with graphs to simplify the data there so that you can easily know the nuances. Like you don't have to spend too much time looking at the digits. So usually our brains work best with colors and figures. It's easy for us to understand. So I'll begin with so in this report they classify skills in three categories: business, technology, and data science skills, because these are the skills that are highly on the market. Yeah, in the digital space, these are skills that people are really wanting to hire others for. And yeah, they are well paid. So under the business category, we have sales, accounting, marketing, strategy and operations, entrepreneurship, leadership and management, finance, human resources, and lastly communication. So I profiled around 9 countries because this is where people are really learning. Yeah, USA, Brazil, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Spain, UK, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. So in this first graph, I show you that uh, it's easy. Okay, it's easy for you to identify the countries that are high in a particular skill. Yeah. So if you look at the table, it's a little jumbled up. Yeah. But when you look at the graph, you can easily know that uh, the bars that are high have a high rating for the skill that you would be looking at. Okay. Case in point, let's look at marketing. If you look at marketing, the highest bars here, this dark brown, then the light brown, and the blue. So the dark brown is Brazil. So Brazil marketing is high in Brazil. Uh, it's also high in USA and lower in this purple bar. So it's lower in Mexico. Yeah, it's lower in Mexico, then the red bar and Taiwan. So the relevance of you knowing where these skills are high and low comes in here. Let me say you have an account with Upwork or Fiverr, and um, you have a business whereby you get clients who want a particular skill. Maybe you don't have those skills, but when you get someone who maybe say one has a job that lies in the finance human resource, you can go and outsource someone who has that skill to do that job for you. And when they pay you, you pay that person, and also you retain some money. So if you realize that the particular skill you are dealing in, let me say marketing, is high in USA, you'll know that the 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 labor there is going to be cheap because the supply is high. Yeah, like everyone is selling marketing skills. Yeah, so it won't be so much expensive because um, the supply is too high. But if you realize that marketing is scarce, let me say in Uganda, you'll know that if you are to sell your marketing skills there, you will get some good amount of money because your skill is scarce. People will be wanting it. Yeah, people will be wanting it because it is scarce. But if it was too much, like the supply, like everyone is doing marketing there, if you are selling your skill that you won't gain much. Yeah, so the person who will gain much, let me say in marketing, will be the person who is outsourcing because they'll get the labor cheaply and maybe use the labor to do some piece of work for someone who is in a country whereby that labor is scarce. I hope you catch my drift. So I'll be breaking down this particular skill set just to know the exact metrics. Let's start with sales. So when you look at sales here, the highest percentage is in USA, then the lowest is in Mexico. Yeah. So if I'm selling my sales skills, it would be wise of me to sell them in Mexico, because there the skills are very few. The sales skills are very few, so I will have many people yearning for them, and they'll pay me quite a good amount of money. But if I'm outsourcing for sales skills, I'd want to get them cheaply, so I would go to USA, because I know there are so many people learning sales and I can easily get them cheaply. So if you go to accounting, accounting skills are highest in USA still, and lowest in Spain, Mexico, UK. Yeah. So if I'm outsourcing for accounting skills and I want to get them cheaply at a cheap cost, I have to get them from a country whereby they are saturated, and they're mostly saturated in USA, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. Yeah. If I'm selling them and I want to get some more money, I go in an area where they are scarce. So they are scarce in Spain, UK, Brazil. Then we go to marketing. Marketing skills are highly saturated in USA still, Brazil, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. So if I'm outsourcing them, still I would go to these countries because I know they are cheap. But if I'm selling my marketing skills and I want to earn more, I have to go in a place whereby they are scarce, and they are scarce in Mexico, Taiwan, UK, and Australia. So we go to strategy and operations. These skills are highest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and USA. So if you are outsourcing them and you want to get them cheaply, yeah, you can get them from these countries. But if you are selling these skills and you want to earn more from them, strategy and operations, you have to go to Brazil, you have to go to Brazil, Australia, Mexico. Which country is this? Taiwan. There you can earn more if you are selling your skills. But if you're outsourcing, you have to go to these other countries, the ones I mentioned. Then we go to entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is highest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, USA, and Spain. So if you're outsourcing your skills, you want to buy them cheaply, you'd have to go to these countries. But if you are selling your skills of entrepreneurship and you want to earn, you go where they are scarce. You'll have to go to Mexico, Brazil, Taiwan, UK, and internet has made things easy. You just have to have an account on either Fiverr, Upwork. Yeah, there's so many accounts, and you can trade your skills. And if you're learning, you can learn strategically, depending on which country you are in. For example, if I'm in, let me say, what is this purple thing? If I'm in Mexico and I want to learn a particular skill, as per now, skills, if I want to learn a skill that will sell hot in my country, the best skill would be, if I'm looking, would be entrepreneurship. Okay, one of the best skills to learn would be entrepreneurship, because it is scarce. Yeah, and if you are to sell it there, you would really get good money. But if you are to learn a skill that is um, so high in supply, like uh, entrepreneurship, yeah, entrepreneurship. Let me say you are in United Arab Emirates and you're learning entrepreneurship and it is high. It's going to be hard for you to sell that skill because everyone is having it, and it will be cheap. You either have to look to outsource it somewhere whereby it is scarce. Yeah, so I guess this is I hope what I'm saying is important. So when we come to leadership and management, these skills are highest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, uh, USA, and Australia. So if you're outsourcing leadership and management, they are cheap in those countries. But if you are selling your leadership and management skills and you want to earn more, you go where they are scarce. So they are scarce in if you look at this, they are scarce in Brazil, UK, um, yeah, Brazil, UK, and a little bit of that. So leaders and managers will earn more if they are selling their skills in UK, Brazil, and Taiwan. Yeah. So if we are to look at finance, finance skills are highest in UK, Spain, Australia, Brazil, and they're lowest in you can see in Taiwan, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, so you can easily earn more from finance skills if you are selling them in Taiwan and Saudi Arabia. But if you're outsourcing, you get them cheaply from places like UK. Yeah, UK, Spain, and Australia. So we come to human resources. The skills, when you look at these skills, are when I say they're highest in this country, that means many people are learning these skills in this country, and there are also many people who have these skills in this country. So it's two way. They are learning, and there are already people who have these skills in this country. So human resources, we have the highest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Spain, and a little bit of UK. No, we stop at Australia. So if you're outsourcing human resource skills, the best place to go to is either United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Australia, or Spain. But if you are selling your human resources skills and you want to gain more from them, you'd have to go to countries whereby they are scarce. And we have Taiwan, USA, Brazil, Mexico. Yeah. So lastly, communication. Communication skills are highest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Taiwan, Australia, UK, and yeah, if you are selling your skills, you definitely don't have to go to these countries because they will your labor will be cheap because so many people have the skills. So you only go to the countries I've mentioned to outsource. But if you are selling and you want to earn more, you go to Spain, you go to USA, you go to Mexico. Yeah, there you'll earn some good amount of money. And Brazil, communication. Yeah, that's why you have to go to. UK, a little bit, you can't earn much. No, you can earn much because yeah, the skill is a bit not too high. There's it's a bit scarce. So in places whereby where skills are high, the labor is going to be cheap. So that is good for outsourcing. In places whereby the skill is low or rare, that particular skill is going to be expensive. So it is great to sell your skills there. That's the logic. So we come to technology. we're done with business. So when you look at technology skills, this is a graph. So this is a table just to show you the exact metrics of the particular skills in the countries that were profiled. They are, yeah, they are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 9 countries that were profiled. So this is the overall graph. Just look at let's look at computer programming. Computer programming are highest in, look at that green bar, in Spain, followed by the blue, is it blue? Followed by Brazil. Yeah, and they're lowest in the yellow bar, Saudi Arabia. So if you are selling your skills, you want to earn more from computer programming, you can target Saudi Arabia. But if you're outsourcing computer programming and you want to get the labor cheaply, you can target the green bar, which is Spain, because computer programming skills are high there and people are learning. Okay, the learning rate is also high there. So let's break all this down. This is a pie chart. Theoretical computer science. So theoretical computer science is highest in you look at, it's highest in Taiwan, UK, USA, and Australia. So if you are outsourcing, you want to get cheap theoretical computer science skills, you have to go to these countries. But if you are selling your computer science skills and you want to earn more, you go to where they are scarce. So they are scarce in Mexico, they are scarce in Saudi Arabia, they are scarce in Brazil. That's why you have to go and sell your skills if you want to really earn more money. So we go to computer networking. Computer networking skills are highest in Spain, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and USA. So I think I should, yeah, do 50. Below 50, that is low. Above 50, that is high. Yeah, so if you're outsourcing, you'd have to go to either Spain, Saudi Arabia, or Mexico, or USA. Their computer networking skills are cheap, but if you are selling, you go to where they are scarce. And computer networking skills are scarce in United Arab Emirates, Australia, UK, and UK. Here they are scarce. So if you are selling them on any online platform, you have target. So all this data is as per 2022, but this data is liable to change. We never know. Yeah, but maybe 2022 and 2023 media there, this data can may stand. Yeah, but yeah. So the next skill is mobile development. Yeah, that people do mobile apps and other things. So these skills are highest in Spain, UK, Taiwan, Mexico, USA, and USA. If you're outsourcing, you go to these areas because mobile development skills will be cheap. If you are selling mobile development skills, you want to go to where they are scarce. And they are scarce in United Arab Emirates, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and Brazil. They are a bit scarce, yeah. So you can sell them there and get some good money. We come to database skills. Database skills are highest in Taiwan, Australia, USA, and UK. So outsourcing from these countries, it will be cheap, which is a good thing. If you are selling these skills, you have these skills, you've learned them very well, you want to sell them, you go to where they are scarce. So they are scarce in Spain, they are scarce in Mexico, they are scarce in Saudi Arabia, they are scarce in Brazil. So here, these skills are scarce, so you'd have to go there if you are selling them. So computer programming skills are highest in Spain, they're highest in USA, UK, Australia. Taiwan is below 50, so they are low. So if you're outsourcing and you want to get them cheaply, you go to these countries. But if you are selling them, That is, if you have these computer programming skills and you want to gain more, you have to go to where they are scarce. You'll have to go to Saudi Arabia. You don't have necessarily to go there physically, but you can use any online platform. I was talking of Upwork. You go to Saudi Arabia, you go to United Arab Emirates, you look at Mexico, you look at Brazil. Here, if you're selling these skills, you would really earn some good amount of money because they are scarce, so the demand is high. Web development is highest in Australia, Mexico, Spain, UK, Brazil. Yeah, in Brazil. So if you're outsourcing, the labor is cheap in those countries. If you are selling, definitely you don't have to go to those countries. You don't have to go to where the red is. So that is United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and USA. Their skills are a bit cheap, the web development skills. We go to cloud computing. Cloud computing is highest in Brazil, Mexico, Australia, UK, Taiwan, Spain. So outsourcing of cloud computing skills, you go to where they are highest because the labor would be cheap there. So I've mentioned those countries. So if you are selling, you go to where it is cheap. So no, where these cloud computing skills are scarce. So because the demand will be high. So they are scarce in Saudi Arabia, they are scarce in United Arab Emirates, they are scarce in USA. I'm approaching skill acquisition at an entrepreneurship point of view because in the end you would really want to make some money from those skills. Yeah, fulfillment is there, but yeah, you want to make some money, so it wouldn't be nice to just study something and not know how best you can earn from it or get the returns. So we go to software engineering. Software engineering is highest in Spain, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, Mexico. Yeah. So outsourcing skills from there. By outsourcing means you are hiring people to do something for you. Let me say you're outsourcing software engineering, you're hiring someone to do for you as a software engineering job. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Sorry for that. Let's continue. So software engineering is highest in Spain, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, Mexico. Yeah, and Mexico. But if you are selling just software engineering skills, it would be wise for you to look at um, countries like United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, and Australia. Yeah. This red thing must be which country? Yeah. Okay. Amongst the 9 countries, you just look for the one that is not mentioned here. Yeah, that is a red country. So the next skill is operating systems. So operating systems are highest in Saudi Arabia, Australia, United Arab Emirates. So if you're outsourcing, you go to these countries. But if you're selling your operating system skills, you definitely want to go look at countries like USA, Mexico, Spain, and UK because there the the supply is low, so the demand would be high. Yeah. Lastly, security engineering, and it's highest in Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Brazil. No, actually, it's highest in 2 countries. It's highest in Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. The rest of the countries, it's below 50, so that is low. So if you are selling these security engineering skills, you'll have to go to Mexico, USA, Spain, UK, Australia, because here the supply is low, so the demand would be high. You'd get good amount of money. So the next skill set is data science, and this is the table to get the exact metrics. You can spare time and look at the metrics. The graph to make things easy. Let me say you want to look at data visualization. So under data science, we have machine learning, probability and statistics, data analysis, data management, statistical programming, data visualization, and mathematics. But let me say if you're interested in data analysis, you just come to this graph and you look at the bars. The highest bars, I'm seeing this purple one, then this brown one. So the brown one, let's see the country. Which country is that? That's Australia. So data analysis is highest in Australia and lowest in that brown bar, which is Saudi Arabia. But let me just break it down using this pie chart. It's much simpler to understand. So we start with machine learning. Machine learning is highest in Spain, UK, Taiwan, USA, and Australia. So if you're outsourcing for machine learning skills, they're cheapest in these countries that I've mentioned. But if you have these machine learning skills and you want to sell them, let me say you want to earn money, you go to a country whereby their supply is low. So their supply is lowest in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Mexico. So there you get some good amount of money. We go to probability and statistics. Probability and statistics are highest in Spain, Mexico, UK, and Australia and USA. So here, if you're outsourcing, you're hiring for probability and statistics, you'd want to go to these countries because there it is cheap. But if you are selling and you have these skills, you go to where they are low in supply. And they are low in supply in Taiwan, United Arab Emirates, and this dark brown one, I skipped it, but it's you look at the ones that are mentioned here, and of course the ninth one will definitely be the one that's not mentioned will definitely be the brown one. So data analysis is highest in Australia, UK, United Arab Emirates, and USA. So in these countries, it's quite cheap because everyone is studying these skills and many people have these skills. But if you are selling these skills, you'd want to look at Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and Mexico because the supply is low. We go to data management. Data management, the highest in Brazil, Spain, Taiwan, and Australia, and UK, and USA. So yeah, they are high. So still, yeah, if you're outsourcing, you have to go there. But if you're selling, you don't have to go there because it's going to be so cheap. If you are selling, you go to Australia, to Saudi Arabia, or USA. Because the supply is low, demand would be high. We go to statistical programming. Statistical programming, these skills are highest in Spain, UK, Taiwan, Australia, and Australia. Brazil is below 50, so that's considered low. So if you are selling statistical programming skills, you'd want to go to Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, USA, because there it is cheap. Because the supply is low, so the demand is high. Yeah. So we go to data visualization. Is highest in Taiwan, Australia, UK. Taiwan, Australia, and UK. So there, data visualization skills are high. So outsourcing is going to be cheap. But if you are selling, you go to purple. That is Mexico, Brazil, and USA, the red bit, and also United Arab Emirates, because the supply is low. The skill is scarce, so people would pay you some good amount of money. So the last skill is mathematics. So mathematics is highest in Spain, UK, United Arab Emirates, Australia, Mexico, and Taiwan. So outsourcing is great for those from those countries. But if you are selling this skill of mathematics, you would want to go to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, and that first country I skipped it. But if you look at the 9 countries that we profiled up here, you look at the one that is not mentioned in that graph, it will definitely be the one that is dark. The one that is that one that is small. So the next table, in this table ranks countries according to the skills that they are great at. So if you look at business, United Arab Emirates comes number 1 globally. The one that follows is USA at number 5. I don't know why Coursera skipped some countries. They didn't mention which was number 2, number 3, number 4, but from the report you realize that these countries were given positions. I don't know why other countries were not. But Saudi Arabia is number 10, Spain is number 41, Australia is number 43, UK is number 64, Taiwan is number 70, Brazil is 86, Mexico is the last 102. That's under the business category. Under the technology category, 29 is Brazil, 33 is Spain. So knowing these global ranks also helps you to know that if I have a skill in business, if I'm interested in business skills, I would have to go to the best. The best, because you look at the ranks. Ones that are not nice, they have lower ranks. So it helps you make your decisions depending on whatever decision you want to make. Let me say, for example, me here, my interest is in outsourcing and selling, but you could have any other interest. Let me say you want to teach these skills, or you want to sell equipment related to these skills. Still, this data helps you. So technology is lowest in United Arab Emirates, but it's highest in Brazil, and those are the countries that follow. Data science is highest in Spain, global rank, followed by UK, followed by Australia, followed by Taiwan, USA, Mexico, United Arab Emirates, Brazil, and globally the rank is lowest in Saudi Arabia. So overall, USA does more of business, Canada does more of tech and data science. These are particular countries. So UK strengths are in AI, biotech, cybersecurity, and fintech. Third largest market for technology behind USA and China. So learners in UK scored highly on finance and marketing, but performed less in strategy and operations, along with leadership management. So we looked at most of these things. North Africa and Middle East learners score highly in business skills and low in data. So this is another graph. But I simplified it, I think, somewhere down. Let me see. A moment. Oh, I've gotten it. Yes, if you look at North America, skills are highest. Look at business, skills are highest in USA and lowest in Canada. In technology, skills are highest in Canada and lowest in USA. Yeah, so if we had to look at mm, okay, yeah, so this table just shows you like the particular continents or parts of the world, and you see where skills are highest and lowest. Yeah, so Europe, the highest in Switzerland, and okay, I think I simplified it here. So okay, yeah, let's look at business. Now if you look at business, yeah, I simplified it here. This is business, technology, data science, yeah, and these last tables we look at global ranks. So let me explain and we finish. Yeah, so business, um starting from the highest to the last, this table help you know that United Arab Emirates is the overall best. It's at 100. These are global ranks. So United Arab Emirates, Switzerland, Belgium, Austria, Qatar, these are highest in business. So you go down, the table also shows you the continent. You go down and you realize that business is lowest in Mexico, Panama, Canada, Sudan, Iraq, Israel, Czech Republic, Lithuania. So where skills are lower, you know that if you're selling that particular skill, you would earn more money. If they are high, if you're selling a particular skill, it be best just for outsourcing because it will be cheap. Yeah. So go technology. Technology is highest in Indonesia, Belarus, Japan, Denmark, Kazakhstan, Singapore, Switzerland, Poland, Finland, Netherlands, Belgium, and most of these are Europeans and Asia Pacific countries. Sweden, Bulgaria, and lowest in Turkey, um, Lebanon, Qatar, Azerbaijan, Oman. So these are the countries whereby technology skills are lowest. So they are scarce. So if you are selling your skills here, you'd be on the right path, definitely. We look at data science. Data science is highest in Indonesia, Finland, Switzerland, Belarus, Bulgaria, Sweden, Netherlands, Austria, Japan. Yeah, as you can see. And lowest in Sudan, Iraq, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Lebanon. So if you are selling this data science skills, you have to go to where they are scarce. So here you earn some good amount of money. Yeah, so um we look at this table the over indexing skills table. So business, technology, and data science. So we look at the first one is USA. Project management is USA is known. Project management is good there, and operating systems are good, and SQL, like these are skills that are separately identified. Brazil is good at human learning, software testing, and epidemiology. Mexico is very good at accounting, interactive design, and data analysis software. Australia is good at resilience, calculus, and geovisualizations. So indexing, like this table, what I want you to know is that these are the skills being learned most. And you can spare some time and watch videos about these skills in these countries just for your own purposes of learning or use. We look at Taiwan, they're most learning supply chain systems, user experience, and Bayesian statistics. Then Spain, the most learning fintech, distributed computing architecture, and bioinformatics. UK, Still, it's fintech, graph theory, and Bayesian statistics. Saudi Arabia, supply chain systems, operating systems, epidemiology. The United Arab Emirates, audit, graphic design, and data analysis. So, um, actually, in this graph, you look at the rank. The rank change. Rank change means, for example, here if it is 29 and rank change is 3, that means they decrease by 3. If it is increased by, for example, this is El Salvador. If it is, well, we are looking at global ranks here. So El Salvador, it increased by 27. That's what it means. So if you look at the global ranks, look at global ranks per country. First is United States, Canada, Peru. So this is for all skills, like which country. Here we're looking at which country comes best at all skills. All these skills that we've looked at, the digital, so the data science, technology, and business. So overall, United States comes number 1, followed by Canada, Peru, Venezuela, and last year is Sudan, Algeria, and Iraq. Yeah, so here look at skills that are doing well at all these skills. This is the order. So knowing this helps you understand which skills are moving with the times and which skills are not. So which countries are moving with the times and which countries are not moving with the times. If a country is not really it's ranked worse at general skills, that means they're not learning these skills for a particular reason, for some reason. But if it is high, it means people are learning these skills and development, they will develop, because these are the skills of the future. And if the company is ranked low, means they're not learning. Maybe they have to catch up. Yeah, so this next table shows internet access, people who are learning on mobile, women learners, Coursera learners, and Coursera learners per country. So North America, internet access is highest in North America, like globally. North America, followed by Latin America and the Caribbean, followed by the Asia Pacific. No, actually, no, it's North America, followed by Europe. That's why internet access is highest. Then Middle East, and lastly Latin America. The higher the internet access, the higher the ease with which people can acquire these skills. Then many people are learning on mobile, mostly in Middle East and Africa. Yeah, so all these metrics help you know factors that contribute to accessibility of these skills. One of them is internet access, and of course, where areas where internet access is low, people will use more of their phones. But where it is high, for example, in North America, it is high, people use less of their phones. Yeah. So most of more women are learning these skills, and mostly we are seeing it in North America and lowest in Middle East and North Africa. So there is need to really improve women learners of these skills in Africa. You see it is below 50. Africa and even Europe, it is below 50. Even Asia Pacific is below 50. It's only good in North America and Latin America and the Caribbean. Then we look at median age of learners. In North America, the median age is 34. In Latin America, the median age is 32. In Asia Pacific, it's 32 still. In Europe, it's 33. In the Middle East and Africa, I think this is the youngest median age of learners. It is 29, but it has decreased by 1. Then Coursera learners are highest. If you look at the table for Coursera learners, Coursera learners are highest in Asia Pacific, followed by Latin America and the Caribbean, followed by Europe. No. Number one is Asia Pacific, followed by North America, then followed by Latin America and the Caribbean, then Europe, and lastly Middle East. Then Coursera learners by per country, that's the last column on this box. USA has the highest Coursera learners, followed by Mexico, followed by Brazil, followed by, I think you can now see there are the countries that have high learners of these skills. Of course, their development will be high. If the learners are very few, like Spain, Taiwan, development will be less. So this is a pie chart that shows internet access per country. It's highest in North America. No, this is per continent, not per country. North America, followed by Europe, followed by Middle East, then Latin America and the Caribbean, and lastly, that other one is I think it's Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific. That's true. 65 is Asia Pacific. So then Coursera learners, the graph for Coursera learners are the highest in Asia Pacific, North America, Latin America and the Caribbean, Europe, and of course lastly in Africa and the Middle East. And Coursera learners per countries, the highest in USA, India, Mexico, Brazil, and they're lowest in the UK. Coursera learners are lowest in the UK, Spain, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, and the other countries that are not mentioned but part of the 9 profiled countries. So overall global rank per country, Switzerland comes number 1, followed by Denmark, followed by Indonesia, followed by Belgium, followed by Singapore. You can see that countries that are high in these skills are the developed countries. Japan, Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Belarus. Like these are global rankings for all the skills we've been talking about. So countries that are ranked last, we have Sudan. So in this list you realize that my country, Uganda, is nowhere to be seen, but I hope that this summary of this report will give will inspire people to take up some of these digital skills and know that learning is an endless thing. It's endless. The moment you stop learning, they say you die. So our countries need to really invest in some of these skills, and they should know that we are doing badly off. If we are not studying these things, and yet countries are data just shows you Switzerland is number 1. So it should not shock anyone when they know that Switzerland is a very developed country and they're coming up with so many innovations in sustainability, climate change, because they are learning. Their skills acquisition rate is number 1 globally, so it should not be by surprise. So I hope this helps. Otherwise, thanks for listening, and for anything you'd want to ask me, please get in touch. My WhatsApp number is +256 786 018132, and you can also make a comment on the video. Thanks.